everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer and today we're doing a full face of all new makeup. Yeah, all new makeup. I know I said I was gonna be more discerning this year and not buy everything, and I have been. I've been posting on Instagram asking you guys if you want me to pick certain things up, asking for your feedback, and all of these things are things that you actually either wrote me or DM'd me or said that you were interested in seeing. So let's get started. Okay, so first, let me tell you everything that we're gonna do today and all of the different products. The first is the Makeup Forever HD Skin. I have this foundation in IR02 or IR02. The R means red, which means, my understanding for Makeup Forever is that that's a cool undertone. I went with this shade because the other foundation I have for Makeup Forever, which I love, the Reboot foundation, I have in R230. And according to Makeup Forever, this is the best match for this foundation. So that's why I went with it. So we're gonna use this foundation, and I'll put something on Instagram as well in case you wanna pick it up, because it is newly released on Sephora. You know, these things, some certain shades might sell out if it's really popular. I also have the new Patrick Ta shade, She's Blushing. Now this is not a new formula from Patrick Ta. I also have something on Instagram that talks about this shade versus the other shades that already were in existence, including She's Baked, which is a shade that he didn't have in the duos. He had in that like holiday version of blushes. So I did pick that one up. And then the three others that I have from 2020, 2021, I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll do a combination so you guys can see it. I also picked up the Iconic London. This is the Silk Glow Duo. It's a Rose Glow blush and highlighter. The reason I picked it up is it reminds me a little bit of a Chantecaille product that had these kind of shades and a Dolce & Gabbana. So I'm gonna do a comparison with all of those. I won't use them today, but I wanted to let you know I had it. And I will have some, Instagram stuff on referring to like the combinations and if they're similar. I have the Caliray Come Hell or High Water Clean Mascara and a liner. I do have details about the Urban Decay and the stuff behind this line, and I will put that below. I'm not really familiar with this particular offshoot and line. I do know though that it is cruelty-free, it's clean formula, so we're gonna try it out and we're gonna see what we think. For the lips, I have a couple of new lip products. I've done my lip balm compendium, so there's all those that I could choose from, but I do have a couple of other things. I do have the Tom Ford Satin Mattes, which I'll probably use one of those today, and I'll show you the two shades. They got lost. I was supposed to have them like weeks ago and they got lost. And then I also have the Tower 28. They have new milky lip jellies. I got it in cashew. I'll show you this because we might do the matte, not particularly love it because I'm not a huge matte person, and see what we think. And then for the eyes, I'm gonna use the by Terry Terribly Paris. This is the VIP Expert palette. I've had it for a while, just haven't used it. And we'll just use like one or two shades to create a very simple look with this. It is a new product, it just hasn't come out in the last like couple weeks. So let me pull my hair back. As you can see, my hair has a lot of volume today. I use the Dyson Airwrap. If you've seen stuff about the Dyson Airwrap and you're not sure, I would say this. If you're somebody who has a lot of hair, okay, I would argue that the Dyson Airwrap is one of the best things I've ever owned. I have to say, Dyson Airwrap and the Dyson hairdryer have saved me hours of time, hours of pain, hours of sorrow. I know this is hyperbole for a product that you absolutely don't need. It's a hairdryer and it's a curling product, but I have to say it really does do a phenomenal job, and it doesn't damage my hair. And for me, I have a lot of hair, it's very thick, it is wavy, it's difficult to style. The Dyson hairdryer cut my drying time in half, if not more, and the Dyson Airwrap just does such a beautiful job. If you want to just create volume like I did today, or if you want to create like actual spirals, you can do that as well. It's a phenomenal product. I don't know what else to say. I absolutely would stand behind my recommendation to pick it up. Okay, hair going back. Now there was a HD version of this. I don't have that. product of Makeup Forever. The only Makeup Forever product I have is the Reboot. So I'm gonna do a comparison with that. I love the Reboot. It's actually one of my favorite foundations. Somebody asked about a reimagining, a re-ranking of my foundations. I did one like 2 years ago. I will do that. It's gonna take me a little while to put it together, but I will. Okay, so that's the Reboot foundation. A little bit runny. It's great on the skin. It claims to brighten, smooth, firm, hydrate, and even out. I absolutely agree that it does that. So this is the HD. Pump again, okay. Thicker, definitely thicker, creamier. Shade-wise, it's similar. It's peachier. The R230 and the Makeup Forever Reboot is like beigier, pinkier. This is peachier. Okay, let's actually use that from my hand. Why waste it? We'll see how much. That's like not quite a pump. I try to use less foundation if I can. I mean, I'm not saying it always works, but I try. I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty foundation brush because I actually like this brush. Don't get me wrong, still love my BK Beauty, but we're gonna try this brush out because I like this brush and it worked well for me, so I'm gonna try it again. I don't know if my Rare Beauty video will go up before this video or afterwards. Probably afterwards because I probably want to get this one up sooner because I know these are all new products and everybody's interested in the HD foundation, which I understand. I have been a big fan of Makeup Forever for like a long time. Going on very smoothly. Ooh, beautiful finish. For those of you who haven't watched me before, dry skin, rosacea, almost 50. I'm actually okay with it. I'm actually excited about my 50s. I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but you know, in my life, my 20s, I was in school, I was in law school, then I took my bar exam, then I was out of school and trying to, you know, I had a job where I worked like, I work ridiculous hours now, but that was even worse. I would work till like 11 o'clock at night, every night, trying to, you know, kind of make my way. And then my 30s were a hit and miss. Some things great happened, some things terrible. My 40s were actually pretty good, and so I'm hoping that the next decade gets even better. Okay, so that's the foundation. I actually think it's a good match for my skin. I know at first it kind of looks a little pale when you see it on camera, but I think that's because my hair is actually pretty dark. My natural hair color is even darker than this, so, you know, I think it looks a little stark at first, but usually with a foundation, as I put on, you know, blush and bronzer and stuff, it works perfectly. So I really like that. Very comfortable, nice finish. That wasn't even a full pump, guys. Looks great. Yeah, I really like it. I think the shade's perfect. This is 1R02. And it says underneath R210, which is interesting because my Reboot is R230. So I wonder if they like mixed up some shades. But anyway, I think it's perfect. It says shake before use, which I did. I'm just looking for any like details about what it says. For over 3 years, our worldwide collective of makeup artists have been working to create HD skin, their ideal foundation. Ideal for normal, combination, and oily skin. So it doesn't say it's ideal for dry, which is interesting. Maybe they consider the Reboot better for dry skin. Okay. It says it's imperceptible, undetectable, stay true foundation. I have to say, it looks really nice. It really does. I'm in natural light, so you should be able to see, like against my neck, it's a good match. Yeah, okay. So far, I really, really like it. I think the shade is right. Feels comfortable. It feels just like there's no dewiness. It just feels like skin-like and comfortable. The Reboot feels like more dewy. Okay, I like it. I like it. It's nice. Bronzer. I don't have a new bronzer, but I do have the Rare Beauty bronzer. It's not really a bronzer. It's a contour stick. Well, it's a bronzer. It's a bronzer stick. And like I said, I did do this in my Rare Beauty video, but I don't know if that's up yet, so we'll use that again today. I find this to be really easy, really creamy, beautiful. I have it in Happy Soul, which is a little, it's a little bit deeper than would be perfect for me, which is the Biscuit in Westman Atelier. But it is, it's the right undertone. It's a cool undertone. It really does work really well. I end up like loving the way it looks once I blend it in. So I'm gonna blend it in, we'll come right back. Okay, blend it in. I think you can see it looks really, really great on my skin. If you're a shade similar to mine, I think you're gonna love the Happy Soul in the Rare Beauty. It works seamlessly, super creamy, love it. I'd say it's a little bit deeper than the one in the Westman Atelier if I was comparing the two. Honestly, I don't see a huge difference in the feel of it or the look of it. The price difference, of course, Westman Atelier is more expensive. And it's the Biscuit is a little bit lighter. So if you're really pale, I would say the Westman Atelier is better. But honestly, if I had to choose between the two and I was factoring in cost, I'd pick the Rare Beauty. Okay, so blush. Let's use, she's blushing. Like I said, I will have something on Instagram that shows the difference between this and all of the other ones that I have. If you want to see a video just with this, I could do that. I could do some kind of shorts or something. You let me know. All right, so here's, she's blushing, and it's supposed to be like beige-ish, which is why I was like, yeah, have to have it, because I love that kind of shade. And I'll do some comparisons with other blushes I have, like the new melting blushes from Suku, which I have to say at the moment, they're my favorite. I'm just putting it out there. This is a little different though, because you have the cream and you have the powder, which of course Suku is one product, which has kind of a creamy powder. It's impossible to explain. You have to feel it. It's phenomenal. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, the way I often do this is I actually put the powder down first and then put the cream over it, because I like the way that looks. So I'm gonna do that. Chikuhodo, this is a KZ04 cheek brush, and we'll use the powder. As you can see, it is pigmented. I'm going on very lightly with an incredibly soft brush, so I think this would definitely work for deeper skin tones, because I just like touched it, and there you go. So let's take the cream, put it on top, and the reason I like the cream on top, I don't know, it just gives it a radiance that I like, instead of putting the cream underneath. You can do either. It's not like you have to, it's makeup, guys. You get to decide how you wear it and how you like it. I hate people who are always, I shouldn't say hate, I dislike people who say things like, you know, you must do your makeup this way at a certain age, or do it the way you like it. But in my opinion, this gives like a radiance that I think is really pretty. And oftentimes, if I'm able to get that type of radiance from a cheek product, I won't use a illuminator or highlighter because I don't feel like I need it. Because I get that illumination from the cream product. It's harder to get from a powder product, although I will say the Suku, you get it from the Suku. You also get it from the Sisley Orchid blushes because they have an illuminator in the blush, like it's part of the compact, so that's why that works there. But I think this looks stunning. Love, love, love the shade. I already loved the Patrick Ta formula. I don't talk about it very often because you guys, you know, you always want to hear what's new, but Patrick Ta, the cream, the duos, one of my favorites. I love that formula. I think it's phenomenally good, especially for more mature skin. I mean, just phenomenally good. And it didn't disrupt the foundation at all. The foundation looks excellent. When we're done with the video, when I'm at the end of putting all the other stuff on, I'll give you an up-close look of how the foundation has worn. So that's the blush, that's the foundation. Let's do the By Terry. Like I said, this is the VIP Expert Bonjour Paris. This is the fourth in the series of Terribly Paris by Terry. I'm not gonna do a full swatch detailed look for this. If you're interested in me doing one, I will. I could do a shorts, or I could even do a reel or something like that, so you could see it. But really what I want to do today is something quick and easy so that you can see how well it works. I love the By Terry Terribly Paris shadows. I think they're all good. I have all three, and then now this one. I just believe that this formula is the best formula that By Terry does in an eyeshadow. I love the by Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Balms. They are some of my favorites for the new shimmery, shiny lipstick type formula. I think they're excellent. They don't wear long, but you know, they're Hydra Balms, so that's kind of not their purpose. But they do look great on. All right, so let's take, I just put on this shade here, which is kind of like a creamy matte as a transition. We're gonna deepen that up a little bit with the shade in the middle, which is also a creamy matte, but I'm going in with a smaller brush just to accentuate the crease a little bit. And you know, the way that you do a look with eyeshadow with any brush or any palette, it does really matter, you know, where you're placing the shadow, of course, but it also matters where you're placing it on the brush and the type of brush you're using. So if you want to get like a very detailed, very specific look, you know, use the tip of the brush, like just go right into it and just use the tip. If you want something more like a little bit fluffy, you can do the side of the brush. It also depends on the type of brush. Is it a, you know, very soft brush? Is it a little bit more stiff? Can you use it to blend while you're actually applying the product? Are you stamping it on? There's lots of things. You know, when you see makeup artists create a look and you're always like, I can't do that. Again, it's like anything else. You're, I'm sure, an expert in the thing that you do, whatever that is, because you've done it a lot. And the more you play with makeup, the better you get at it, which is why I always encourage people to, you know, try something different. See how it works for you. It might not go really well the first time you do it, but the 100th time you do it, you're gonna be a pro before you know it. All right, so I'm gonna take this shimmery shade here and put that on the eye. I basically am using the 3 middle shades. If you look at this palette, and I'll show you in just a second, you can do that to create a look. If you're not really comfortable with like mixing a bunch of different shades, if this is something like, I know a lot of people always tell me like I don't like a big palette because I don't know how to use it. A lot of times the palettes have been curated for that very reason. They actually have been created to help you create a look, and I'll show you what I mean. These are the 3 shades I used. This one to do sort of a transition, this one to emphasize the crease, and this one all over the eye. You can do the same with these 3, you can do the same with these 3, you can go across this way, that kind of thing. They are usually made so that you can use like lengthwise or crosswise or however to get a look if you're a little uncertain about how to use a palette. Of course, you can also just play with anything you want and put it wherever you like, but that might be a little tip that will be helpful. So that's just a, you know, a quick, easy, nice look, something I would probably do for like a Zoom call or going around. I think it looks beautiful. These shades are gorgeous. I love the By Terry Terribly Paris. I know I've said it like 3 times, but I want to say it again. Absolutely love it. Okay, so let's use this new Caliray. This is a Surf-Proof Easy Glider Eye Definer. So when I picked this up, I hadn't really heard too much about the brand. It says that it's a bioplastic pencil and 100% post-consumer recycled paper box. So that's great. It's recycled packaging. It's sustainable. It says it's waterproof and long wearing, 9 hours of whatever you want, which means I could wear this at the beach. All right, let's go ahead and try it. I'll show you the shade. I picked up the brown shade because I was just like, I have a lot of black, and I was just like, let's do something a little bit different. This is called Secret Spot. There's a brown, there's a blue, and a black, I believe. I believe those are the 3 shades. All right, let's see how it works. It spreads really easily. It's soft. It's not like a hard pencil. I have, as I said, older eyes, and dry. So anything that's like really harsh or a very dry pencil, I can't do it. It hurts. Plus my eyes, like I said, are older, and you know, trying to drag a dry pencil on dry eyelids that aren't perfectly smooth because I'm not, you know, 20, that's not fun. All right, let's do a little wing here. Just a tiny one, tiny little wing. Yeah, this is really nice. It glides really well, but it's not so soft. A lot of times when something glides really well, it's so soft that you can't get a sharp line. The Victoria Beckhams are like that. Love her liners, absolutely love her liners, but they're incredibly soft, which I mean, they're meant to be. So you can smudge them out and actually use them as shadow if you'd like. and they're beautiful, but they sometimes make a thicker line because they're so soft. They just kind of like blend. Yeah, that looks great. That looks really, really nice. Very comfortable. Love it. Okay, let me curl my lashes really quickly. If I can get this off the back of my hand. I can't get this off the back of my hand. That is long wearing. Let me curl my lashes and we'll try the mascara. All right, the mascara. I bought this in, were there other shades? I don't think there were other shades. I think there was just black. I don't know. Easy Roll Off Mascara. Next Gen Tubular Tech stays on until you slip it off. Volumizes curls and conditions, zero smudge, and life proof. Love that. So the thing about tube mascaras is usually they're difficult to get off. So I think what they're saying is the tube mascara, that it's going to stay on. It's not going to, you know, smudge or come off, but that you'll be able to get it off easily. I'll let you know in the description box. Okay, there is the tube, the wand. Stop focusing on my face. Focus on, there we go. There's the wand. And let's see what it does. So it feels like not super wet, not super dry. The wand is absolutely picking up all my lashes and lengthening like immediately. That I can tell you, like fast. Wow, okay. Yeah, that definitely lengthens and gets at every lash. In fact, I have like these little lashes in the corner of my eye. I don't know if you guys have these, but they're tiny, tiny lashes like on the inner corner. And this is even picking those up, which most mascaras can't do because the wand's too thick. You know what I mean? Like you can't get in that close. I have a little smudging on my eyelid, but that's normal because my lashes are actually pretty long. And so they often hit. I just have to clean that up later. Wow, okay. That's impressive. Okay. If this isn't like impossible to get off, wow. Can you, I mean that, okay, let's try the lower lash line. I make ridiculous faces when I do my lower lash line. I don't know if I'm the only one to do that, but I've tried not doing it. It's just, I can't. Yeah, this is, wow, okay. Guys, I haven't been this impressed with a mascara this quickly since the Upswing mascara. And the difference between this and the Upswing is a very large brush, so it doesn't, I can't do my lower lashes with it. And it certainly doesn't pick up my, you know, my inner corner lashes. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side and come back, but wow. Okay, I might eat my words later, but if this mascara isn't difficult to get off, this is my new favorite mascara. I have never had a mascara go on this easily, lengthen, darken, blacken, thicken this easily with a wand that I could use that I didn't poke myself with, that worked on my lower lashes, my upper lashes. I'm sold. It's never happened before. I mean, I love the Jones Road mascara. I love the Upswing mascara, but there was always issues, like things that I was like, well, there's just one drawback. So if this is impossible to get off, that would be the drawback. But this is phenomenally good mascara. In my opinion, I absolutely love this. And this is my new favorite, if I can get it off. Like, we'll see. I'll put it in the information below. Wow, that's amazing. Okay. Having a good day today. Other things are going wrong, but the makeup's going right. So let's try the two new Tom Ford lipsticks. Again, these were lost. I meant to have them when I did the haul, and I was gonna do them with the Tom Ford, Tom Ford fragrances that go with them. But again, they were lost. I don't know where they were. Who knows? Obviously they were having more fun without me. So let's do the Rose d'Amalfi first. This is what it looks like. These are satin mattes. I don't think I have any satin mattes from Tom Ford. Oh, that feels very smooth and very comfortable. Okay, that's the Rose d'Amalfi. Rose d'Amalfi, by the way, is stunning fragrance from Tom Ford. If you, and I've mentioned this in my haul, but if you like almond vanilla with a little bit of rose, you should buy it. It's a phenomenal fragrance. But a couple people have mentioned to me that for them, Tom Fords dissipate quickly, like the fragrance dissipates. You know, they wear it and it's beautiful and then it's gone. That doesn't happen to me with Tom Ford. I wear Tom Ford and frankly, I can't get it off, which is fine when I love the fragrance, but I have tried some Tom Fords that I didn't particularly love and I cannot, like the scent just lasts and I'm like, okay, I can't seem to get rid of this. But if you are a Tom Ford fan, as in the fragrances work for you in general and they don't dissipate, Rose d'Amalfi, hands down my favorite. Absolutely love that one. I'm gonna buy the big bottle soon. Okay, Rose de Chine. There's a bunch of fragrances. I love fragrance. There's a bunch of new fragrances that I want. So I didn't get the deepest one. I just got the d'Amalfi and the Chine. I didn't get the Russie. I might, but I was like, I wasn't sure because like I said, satin matte's not my favorite. And so I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna like the formula, but this is nice. This is actually a nice formula. All right, I'm gonna use the d'Amalfi because it's a lighter shade and it's just gonna work better for me today and the other things that I have to do. So let's put this on. Oh, that feels very satiny. Wow. Okay. That doesn't feel matte-like at all. It looks matte. It doesn't feel it. Sorry if you hear wind, guys. We're having this bizarre windstorm. It's also like 60 degrees. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, wow. Love the shade. If you're somebody like me who stays away from mattes, don't overlook this one because this doesn't feel like a matte at all. This feels very smooth, very comfortable, but looks matte. So if you like a matte look, but you don't feel comfortable wearing mattes because your lips are too dry, like mine, this is nice. That's how it looks. It looks matte, but doesn't feel that way. When I put in the description box the details about the mascara and whether it was impossible to get off, I'll also put whether this dried down to something, you know, more matte-like. I'll let you know. And then the Tower 28 Cashew, let's just pull it out really quickly. I can put it over this look. You won't know exactly how it looks on its own, but let me put it on my hand first. Oh, that's pretty. I picked Cashew. I don't know why, it just called to me. There were like 5 new shades. It's like a milky jelly, so it has like that milky look. I just think that's a really pretty shade. I think it was described as a rosy brown, which is I think why I picked it. But I like Tower 28 products. I think they're good. It actually goes really well with this Rose d'Amalfi. The shades actually are very similar. So it looks really nice on top of it. Obviously it defeats the whole purpose of having a matte look when you put a milky gloss on it, but it's really pretty. Let's put it up against the Rose d'Amalfi shade just so you can see. Yeah, they're very similar. The Tower 28 is browner, but the undertones are similar. I can't wait to use that on its own and see how that looks. Really nice, comfortable. The matte was comfortable too though. All right, so let me bring you in so you can see the foundation. It's been about 45 minutes. We're up close and personal, folks. So that's the foundation in natural light. I think the shade is the right match. You can see all my lines and bumps and wrinkles. Yeah, guys, I'm impressed with this foundation. I think it looks really nice. It doesn't look dewy. If you're looking for a dewy foundation, I'd say the Reboot if you're looking at Makeup Forever. But this is a very skin-like. The idea of HD, like the fact that you'd see this up close, you'd see someone up close, you gotta admit, it looks pretty good on my 50-year-old skin. I mean, I'm not quite 50, but almost there. You know, it blurs quite a lot. I would strongly suggest picking this one up if you're interested in it. Or if you want to wait, obviously, I'm gonna, you know, do some wear tests and stuff with it. This is first impressions, but I have nothing bad to say as a first impression. I think it looks phenomenal. Really, really nice. Yeah, I love it. The Patrick Ta, she's blushing, a gorgeous shade, like a beigeish pink shade. Stunningly beautiful. I'll have comparisons to the other shades up on IG very soon. The mattes, the satin mattes, Tom Ford, definitely worth it. Rose d'Amalfi is a beautiful shade, perfect for me. It's like a rosy brown pink. The Rose de Chine, that was also beautiful, and it was really comfortable. super comfortable. I'll wear it again on its own, see how it like wears, like if it dries down to something, but the formula, even the way I put it on, it's not that kind of formula. Tower 28. I really do like the Tower 28 glosses. I think that they're really comfortable and pretty, and I like the way they look. This one is the new Shine On Milky Lip Jelly in Cashew. There was a bunch of different shades. This one just appealed to me, so I grabbed this one. The By Terry, Terribly Paris. This is the Bonjour Paris. So this is the 9-pan square. I love it. Like all the VIP Paris ones. I think they're good formulas, and I think they look really nice on the eye. I really do like them. So if you haven't picked that one up, that one's definitely worth it. The Caliray. Guys, like I said, I'll put details about the brand in the description box because it's an offshoot. But this eyeliner is excellent. We'll see how it wears. If I really could go in the water with it, that'd be amazing. And the mascara is, I honestly have to say, like, I know I sound like I'm, just, I'm not getting paid. They're not certainly, paying for this, and they're not doing any kind of sponsorship. The mascara is phenomenally good. Like, it was super easy. Usually it takes me a while to build that up. Like, I can do it with other mascaras, but I have to, like, go back and forth and build. That took me like no time, and I didn't poke myself in the eye, which is, I love the brush. It got at the inner corners, it did the lower lashes, it lengthened, it blackened, it's beautiful. If it's, if I can get it off without hurting myself, yeah, it's my new #1. Just that simple. Like, that's really impressive. I love everything today. I'm having a good makeup day. All right. Can change your entire outlook. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. Hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.